Hi there, Alan Smith. Hi there to everybody from both of us, and welcome to this big match today. Well, you've picked a couple of players for us to have a look at today. Tell us their thinking.
Well, they've both been on good form. They really have. And they've made a difference to their teams over the last few weeks, so that might be the case again here.
This is the home team lineup. Well, often when we look at these three at the back formations, it's designed to get two strikers in with five in midfield, but it's even more enterprising, this.
It is. You've got your two wing-backs who will be bombing up and down, trying to provide the width, and those two lads wide up top will play fairly narrow, I think.
This is how they line up for this match. Well, this is the setup we think from the opposing team. We're not sure, we must stress that, but I do feel that they're reacting to what they expect from the home team.
Well, more often than not, the opposing manager does know what kind of system his opposite number is going to play, and that looks to be the case, Martin. So, matching up like for like, don't often see this.
Dalton, today's ref. Well, there's the first whistle, and the game is underway. It was a good idea to try and use the width on the pitch, but it's gone out for a throw. And there's the throw-in. They wasted no time at all. It's a real tussle between the two of them to try and get the ball. Is an opportunity. When you concede a free kick in an area like this, you could be in serious trouble. Nothing wrong with that tackle. In fact, it was a terrific effort. He's coming forward with some danger. He's going to cross it. They're taking up their positions now to deal with this corner when it comes in. That, and it's gone all the way out for a throw on the other side. Well, it was easy on the eye, but in the end pretty easy to defend against. And it is a goal kick. Some potential in this move. That's a useful ball in, and he claims the cross. It was, well, nothing's ever straightforward for goalkeepers, but he's not been challenged. Terrific tackle. Shots off! Good build-up. Good opportunity, really, but it's still 0-0.
Well, this striker, really, with the goals he scored, I thought he'd convert that.
Offside, flag went up. There's good progress with this attack. Good passing here. And he bangs it away. We feel good about that. A really strong and clean tackle. Here's the cross. Goalkeeper can only parry it out. That's neatly done. Saved on the front foot now. They've got a corner, hoping for the goal that will put them in the lead. Goes for goal with the header. Well, that's straight at the goalkeeper. Easy for him to hang on. Halfway through, and we haven't yet got a goal to bring to you. 0-0. We hope the second half will provide a lot more entertainment than the first half. It's not got a lot to live up to, has it?
No, they've been stale, they've been lifeless, they've been bereft of ideas, and both managers will be getting stuck into their players.
Into the attacking third. Space for the shot! What a brilliant goal!
And that's blown past the keeper before really he could react.
Another angle on it here. So the first goal, it's 1-0. Here's a chance. There it is, the equaliser.
Well, he's hardly been careful with this, has he? He's just decided to lollop it. It's flown into the top left.
And here's the goal again. It is level. Both sides have scored here now. Well, this attack got a bit of menace to it. It was nicely worked until that point when it broke down. And now they've got to try and regain possession. So we'll restart with a throw-in. Shots on! It's a chance well taken, and they now lead the game.
And a contender for goal of the season here. Laced it into the top right-hand corner from distance.
Let's see the replay now.
Substitution taking place. Going on now.
Off we go again, 2-1. this is great teamwork, the way they're knocking the ball around. Well, he clears the danger. Here's a chance to counter-attack from that wasted cross by the opposition. Nice return pass. That's good support. It could be a chance. Oh, it's a goal, and they pulled it back.
And the way he's hit that, it's just flown into the top right-hand corner.
Well, let's take another look at the goal. Game restarts at 2-2.
Going on is 10.
Great tackling technique to win the ball cleanly. That's a turnover to the opposition. It's a good ball, they could be in. Very good passing from this team. Space to try and hit it now. Now they have the advantage.
He's hit it with real power. It's flown away into that top left.
Well, it's a goal worth replaying over and over again, isn't it? Well, plenty of goals here today, 3-2. It was a risky plan. They believed they were good enough defensively. They weren't good enough, were they, Alan?
I think this manager might come under a bit of pressure afterwards if they don't end up winning this game, because his tactics haven't worked so far. Tried to shut up shop and they did concede, and now he's changing it again, throwing men forward. Might concede another.
Well, we're in the last knockings of the game, but we're still on the edge of our seats here. It's that close. He can hit it here. Hit the post. Now the possibility for a cross. Referee's blown for the free kick. Here's a chance, maybe. It's late on. It's a good position for the free kick. That's not 10 yards. So here comes the free kick. The free kick couldn't have been placed better, and the goalkeeper totally bamboozled by it.
The accuracy of that, just shooting into the top left corner.
Different angle on it here. Plenty of goals for the fans here. 4-2. Off we go again. The referee has decided to add on 2 minutes. Good stop by the goalkeeper. It's over, and the referee... Hello, everybody. I'm Martin Tyler. Alongside me, the familiar voice of Alan Smith.
Yeah, this should be a cracker today. Really looking forward to it.
Line up for the home side. Well, three at the back. That's the first thing that catches the eye. What about the rest of the team?
Well, it looks to be a 3-4-3. You certainly don't see it that often. And when it works, it can catch the opposition off guard, really. It can be a really awkward shape to contend with.
The line-up for the away side. Well, often when we look at these three at the back formations, it's designed to get two strikers in with five in midfield, but it's even more enterprising, this.
It is. You've got your two wing-backs who will be bombing up and down, trying to provide the width, and those two lads wide up top will play fairly narrow, I think.
So, here's the kick-off. The game is underway. Sit back and enjoy. Nice piece of tackling here. And that's strong defending. Oh, in goes the cross. Chooses to punch here, the goalkeeper. Good technique. Here's the cross. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Cleared the ball. Going to try it. Very good stop here. It's a real tussle between the two of them to try and get the ball. Turnover of possession here. Got past his marker. That's a good idea with the pass. Routine for the keeper. And he's backheeled it nicely to a supporting player. And shoots! Great save by a diving goalkeeper. And that'll be a corner. Oh, it could be on. Ball's gone again. Cleared it well. Very good link-up play. Can he do it? He has come to the rescue this time. And it will go into the middle now. Well saved. Hit on the volley. Goal! A goal of top class, really, here.
Well, you've got to ask questions of the defence because they just didn't follow in there.
Well, let's take another look at the goal. So the first goal, it's 1-0. That's very good defending, and the player had nowhere to go. The break is definitely on. Goes for goal! Splendid goal here.
And he won't have scored too many better than that. He certainly won't have hit too many harder than he did there.
Well, I want to see this again, this goal. Restarting at 2-0. And he passes back to the keeper. Shot's on! At full extension, the goalkeeper makes the save. And he's done it! It was a wonderful watch, that goal.
Well, the goalkeeper did his very best, but I think he might have regrets that he didn't get hold of that.
Let's have another peek at that goal. I don't think we expected this, such a one-sided affair, but look at the scoreline. And the referee has signalled for half-time. What the first half showed us, as we get ready to start the second half, is that we've got one team in very good form and another that really hasn't been a match for them. Now the shot! What a fine save! Getting set at the corner. And the corner has been kept out here by the goalkeeper. And here's the cross. Wonderful ball. That's proper clearance, well away from the danger zone. Some players limbering up for the away team. Substitution in the offing. He can take possession in his own half. There goes the cross. Cross is blocked. Well, they've got a corner out of that. A bit lucky, it was deflected. But it's going to be a substitution now for this team. Shoots! He's kept it out. Still on the attack, and they've got a corner. It's a threatening corner, goalkeeper trying to deal with it. Tackle is strong. safely away. Deflected out for a throw.
Substitution. Going on the field is number 16.
There's going to be a substitution. It's for the away team. Can he do it? There it is. It's a goal, and they've got one back.
And that is a wonderful side foot. He knew exactly where the keeper was, and in fact, he couldn't get there.
Well, let's take another look at the goal. Just a reminder, 3-1 it is now, the scoreline. The scorer will be very proud of this, but it won't mean too much in terms of the result, just a personal triumph for him.
I think so. The opposition really had stopped playing because they know that they've won the game.
Boniek past his man, looking for an opening with some good controlled build-up. We go back to the goalkeeper here and does. And he gets it back. Shut off now. The goalkeeper comes out with a punch. It's finished now at 3-1. Hi there, Alan Smith. Hi there to everybody from both of us, and welcome to this big match today. Here's a couple of players who you might keep a special eye out for today. Alan Smith's certainly going to do that.
Well, we've earmarked these two because they have been in fantastic form this season. It's been a pleasure to watch them.
Well, here is the team sheet for the home side. Well, three at the back. That's the first thing that catches the eye. What about the rest of the team?
Well, it looks to be a 3-4-3. You certainly don't see it that often, and when it works, it can catch the opposition off guard, really. It can be a really awkward shape to contend with.
And for the away side, this is how they line up for this match. Well, often when we look at these three at the back formations, it's designed to get two strikers in with five in midfield, but it's even more enterprising, this.
It is. You've got your two wing-backs who will be bombing up and down, trying to provide the width, and those two lads wide up top will play fairly narrow, I think.
Teams are ready and bursting to get the game underway. Looking a problem until the clearance was made. That's a good challenge between the two of them there. Here comes the cross. Opportunity now, and it's in for the goal.
And what a hit it is. He couldn't have struck this much harder into the top right.
And that's a goal well worth analysing again. So the first goal, it's 1-0. Cross coming in now. This is how they love to play on the break. What a fine save. That's an easy interception because the pass wasn't really a very thoughtful one. Throw in to come. They've got the ball in that wide area there via the interception. And the ball's gone again. He's put it in well. Goes for it with a fist. They might, and he could get away here. Goes for goal! What a goal!
And what a finish this was. Really did put his boot through it to find the left-hand side.
Let's see the replay now. Restarting at 2-0. We might get an update on that injury now from our man Jeff Shreves. Jeff.
Oh, horrible injury to his shoulder there. Landed right on top of it. Sore, but he's tough, and I think he'll carry on.
Well, Jeff, thank you for that update. Now the shot! Oh, that's what we've come to see. That's a brilliant goal.
And he won't have scored too many better than that. He certainly won't have hit too many harder than he did there.
Different angle on it here. One team. Really on their game today.
Going on is...
Injuries
number
are an
15.
occupational hazard, but you always feel sorry for a player who's picked up a knock. He's got to go off, but it's a chance for the substitute.
Yeah, it is. This is where a strong bench comes into it, increasingly so these days, and they have got a strong bench here.
Official has indicated
We're a minute
at least
away now
1 minute of
from the
added
end.
time.
The break is definitely on. He goes for the chip. There'll be a signal here at the corner. Well, there is the referee blowing for half-time. It's 3-0 here. What the first half showed us, as we get ready to start the second half, is that we've got one team in very good form and another that really hasn't been a match for them. Here's the cross. It's a free kick here in a scoring position, there's no doubt about that.
Going on the field is...
He has got the opportunity to change the tactics as well as the players with some movement from the bench. Hasn't been able to beat the wall. Able to make a good interception. You see a substitute coming on for the away team here. And this is going to be a throw.
Substitution in progress. Going on is number 11.
Tries to punch it away. Shots on here, very nearly a goal. It's hit the bar and it's back in play. Well, that's a good challenge between the two of them there. That's a fine tackle. And this will be a goal kick. It's great just to show you the fans who are in such fantastic form themselves today, like the team.
Yeah, and it has been a day of celebration. The team's played well, and the fans have played more than their part.
Some options now for the pass. Now he can cross it. That could open them up. He's got his shot off now. Well, the shot's well off target, and the defender's relieved, but they played a part, I think.
Well, they did. They didn't pick him up initially, but they just did enough to close him down.
They've lost the ball. They've opened them up here. Well, it's one step in the right direction with this goal. And they have reduced the lead.
And the way he stopped that, wow, two keepers wouldn't have got to it.
Another angle on it here. Three-1 the scoreline as we restart the game. It is too far to think of a recovery here, but, you know, maybe people take positives from games, and this consolation goal might be a positive for the manager.
Yeah, I think so, for the next game as much as anything else, because for this game, it's all up, it's all over.
Well, this is clearly going to be the tactic until the final whistle, as long as it works, of course, defending.
Well, it's not just two banks of four now, it's one bank of six and four. They've got everybody behind now, and it's really hard for the opposition to find any space out there.
There will be an extra 2 minutes of added time.
Here's a chance. And it's a goal here.
When you try and place it like that, sometimes it can drift into the keeper's arms, but not this time. Top left, wonderful.
And we can see a slightly different viewpoint on it. Oh, plenty of goals here today, 3-2. And that is the end. It's all over. Here we are, Alan Smith and myself, Martin Tyler, really looking forward to today's game. A couple of exceptional talents in a really good game that we might be focusing on.
I love watching this pair play. They haven't disappointed this season. They've been the most threatening players for me, for both their teams.
This is the lineup for the home side. Well, three at the back. That's the first thing that catches the eye. What about the rest of the team?
Well, it looks to be a 3-4-3. You certainly don't see it that often, and when it works, it can catch the opposition off guard, really. It can be a really awkward shape to contend with.
This is how the visitors will line up today. Well, often when we look at these three at the back formations, it's designed to get two strikers in with five in midfield, but it's even more enterprising, this.
It is. You've got your two wing-backs who will be bombing up and down, trying to provide the width, and those two lads wide up top will play fairly narrow, I think.
Referee Glenn Holworth. Everything ready for the kickoff. Here's the shot. He's kept it out. What a fine save. And he bangs it away. Well, that'll be a throw. He can lay it off to the supporting player. It's what you do when you get the ball that really counts, and they're trying to make the most of that turnover in play. They saw that pass coming. It was a little dink. It's a decent cross. throw-in. Marvellous tackle. Shot off! And it's in the net for the goal!
And he's just hit it so hard that it's gone over the keeper's head and he hasn't got time to react.
The goal, wherever you look at it, it was very well taken. So the first goal, it's 1-0. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. To try and hit it now. It's a goal. They've levelled it.
And the keeper's got no chance because he's hit it so hard to his right.
Well, let's take another look at the goal. It is level. Both sides have scored here now. Again, possession squandered, really. Good tackle. Will be a corner, though. Let's look at it again. That's the goalkeeper's ball from the corner. Good challenge between the two of them there. He's gonna cross it. And he heads it for goal. Goalkeeper, framing the goal, still in play. Not many stoppages here. 1 more minute of added time. And shoots! In the post! So here we are at half-time, and it's 1-1. Still great anticipation here as we get ready for the second half. Well, this attack could have been a menace to it. They're passing so well out there. They've got it away from the danger. A good control under pressure. goalkeeper. It's a penalty here. Well, sometimes we talk about the double whammy, but it's a single whammy here. It's just a penalty.
Yeah, the player concerned looked a little relieved. I think he thought he was going to see yellow there.
Number 16.
There's been plenty of warming up going on, and now I think one of the substitutes will be brought into the game. And scores from the spot.
The way he's low at that, top left, wonderful.
Well, let's take another look at the goal. Off we go again, 2-1. They've got the ball in the middle of the pitch here. That's a clever pass, and here's the shot. It's another goal!
And what a finish this was. Really did put his boot through it to find the left-hand side.
You can see a slightly different viewpoint on it. 3-1 the scoreline as we restart the game. He can lay it off to the supporting player. It was nicely worked until that point when it broke down. And now they've got to try and regain possession. It goes out wide again. The shot's on! What a goal!
Talk about placing it. He knew exactly what he wanted to do with it.
A good look here, again, via the replay of the goal. One team really on their game today, the other very off colour. Kick to come. Well, let's just look at the detail of that, Alan.
Going on is number 15.
Oh, they thought they were in, but the flag has gone up. Manager thinking for the away side, time for a change. Well, that's a good challenge between the two of them there. Still on the attack, and they've got a corner.
Taking place. Going on the field is number 14.
Off the post. Supporting player alongside. Could get his cross in now. And now the shot! Very tough circumstances, but all credit to the character of the players. They haven't given up.
Keeper really couldn't get anywhere near. First time hit with real ferocity.
And that's a goal well worth analysing again. Well, it's a tough game for the team that are trailing. They're out of the contest, really. They're just playing for pride. They're really being torn apart. 3 minutes to be added on. Terrific tackle. Referee blows his final. Well, there we are.